we haven't lost yet. I mean, we all hate losing, all of us, every single guy on our team hates it more than anything else, so it's been nice so far.
For you, I mean, coming off the bench, tonight, 17 off the bench, I mean, what was your mindset coming into this game?
I was coming into the game ready to do whatever I needed to do. Just trying to find shots in my rhythm. A lot of times I take bad shots off balance or whatever, so I thought I found some good shots tonight.
Serra back here at the Mercury News here with Glenn Reeves. Glenn was at Los Gatos High tonight. Glenn, you got there in time to see a girls game that turned out a little differently than we thought going in.
Yeah, a little bit different, you know. I mean, Wilcox was coming off a loss to Palo Alto by the score of 65-12. And they're playing the first place Los Gatos team at Los Gatos. Didn't think they had too much of a chance, but that just goes to show why they play the games.
I guess so. Wilcox won the game tonight.
Yes, they did. They did. They pulled it out at the end. It was quite a performance by them. They have a junior player, junior post player by the name of Kayla Schurmeister, who was really big down the stretch. She hit a 3 to tie the game and then a bucket to win it in the final minute. They beat Los Gatos 43-41, a result nobody would have expected.
Amazing. And then in the nightcap, the Los Gatos boys had to come back against Wilcox.
Yeah, that was quite a performance. You know, Wilcox looked like they had the game in hand. Third quarter, they put on a big run. They got up 11. They looked like they were cruising, and Los Gatos completely turned it around in the fourth quarter. Went on a 17-5 run to start the quarter. Ended up winning 68-63, and their sophomore Dylan Belquist went off for 33 points. Very impressive.
Nice
array of offensive arsenal, you know, both hitting the three-pointer. He had one dunk, didn't miss too many shots. Jace Whitcliffe for Wilcox, their standout, had 24.
Very nice. Well, I was up in San Mateo tonight for the round 2, the clash between Serra and St. Francis. And St. Francis, which came in ranked number 1 and undefeated in WCAO play, remained undefeated. They got 17 points off the bench tonight from Curtis Witt to beat the Padres 52-44. The Padres were without their 7-footer Jack Wilson tonight. Jack was suffering from the flu, according to Coach Chuck Rapp, and St. Francis with Peter Hewitt and the boys dominating inside were just too much near the glass and had too much offense for the Padres tonight. So they take a commanding lead in the WCAL with 6 games to go now. So that was my game. Check us out at mercurynews.com. We'll have complete coverage in Saturday's paper. Also, look for our video clip here later on our on Twitter, Darren Saavedra, or at Darren Saavedra, and at Merc Preps and at GReeves23. Have a good night.
Go. Hello, viewers of the Mercury News' website. My name is Ray Hackey. I'm bringing you Hackey's highlights. Tonight, we're bringing you loads of action from girls basketball. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. And we're starting off with Marissa Mondavi of Piedmont Hills. She scored 41 points tonight in a 57-53 overtime victory over Branham. Had 6 3-pointers in that win. Madison Hodgkiss of Silver Creek, 16 points as the Raiders took down, I believe it was Westmont, 60-54. Big story there is that Silver Creek is now 8-0. They're 1 game ahead of Piedmont Hills in the Boston Valley Athletic League's Mount Hamilton division. Silver Creek beat Piedmont Hills earlier this week. I'd like to give a shout out to Yerba Buena. They got their first win of the season tonight, barely, 42-40 win over San Jose. Then we move on to the Peninsula Athletic League, where we have Kaylin Huang with Hillsdale, 16 points in a win over San Mateo, and freshman guard Mele Kailahi of Menlo Atherton. She had 19 points. Now, both of those schools, Menlo and Hillsdale, are 8-0 in the PAL South Division. They're facing off Tuesday night for first place. And then finally, we've got Lindsay Haynes of Homestead. 5 3-pointers, 15 points. 52-32 win over Lynbrook. Mustangs are now 17-2 and 7-0 in the SCBAL El Camino Division. Moving over to boys basketball. Lane Maxwell of Bellarmine had 17 points as the Bells edged Sacred Heart Cathedral 62-60. Jared Milch of Terra Nova had 43 points in a 75-55 win over South San Francisco. And finally, Eric Norton of Menlo Atherton, 20 points in a 72-61 win over Sequoia.